job as a music director is essentially to oversee, or at least to help oversee, all of the musical aspects of the production. So that entails everything from teaching the actors the music and staying on top of them, making sure they're singing and phrasing things correctly, to running rehearsals with the band, making sure the band's sounding good, coordinating things production-wise with the director. I was attracted to this show in the first place because of the music and the story. I think that Paul Scott Goodman has written some absolutely phenomenal tunes. I've had the pleasure to get to work with him on a couple other projects as well, and he's just a stellar songwriter in every respect. So first things first, it was the music. I'm a rock and roll guy at heart. I grew up playing rock and roll. If you'd told 8-year-old me that I'd be doing theater for a living, I would have just fainted. But I like the opportunity to do things that are very theatrical and tell a great story, but also have that rock and roll element, and Paul is especially good at that. I think that this musical is slightly different than what you might normally see, in the respect that it's only 2 actors. So there's the sort of big chorus elements that you might expect out of a show, and those types of things don't exist here, because we've got 2 people that we're working with. So the story is very focused. It's a 90-minute show, but I think again, to go back to Paul and Miriam as well, I think they have a very specific, unique voice as writers that works very well in terms of developing characters and telling stories, but there's something unique and slightly off kilter about it that to me is different than traditional stuff that you see. I believe that in order for any piece to be successful, and ultimately for any piece to be attractive to an artist or to an audience, it has to have the music and the story. It can't be one or the other. I have the opportunity to work on a lot of new pieces, a lot of pieces in development in New York, and that's one of the things that I tend to find a lot, is that people tend to be able to write pretty good songs, but it's another level of difficulty and complexity to really weave that into a strong story with strong characters that you actually care about as an audience. That to me is the hardest thing, but the thing that ultimately will make a show most successful. Come see Rooms.